There are lots of ways to improve a child's vocabulary development. By making activities fun and engaging, the child will learn without feeling that they are working. With younger children up to 2 years of age, you should label items in the environment and repeat the names of the objects lots. Talk about what you are doing and about what you see them doing. Use shorter sentences with younger children and use lots of repetition. Remember to reduce the number of questions you ask. Next time you are interacting with a child, beware of how many questions you are asking. Think about how you could turn these questions into comments. For example, the adult might say, "What are you doing, Jack?" And the child might give no answer because they do not have the language skills to answer the question. The result then is that the communication has broken down. There might be possible frustration and there is no language learning. If we compare that to this example, where the adult says, "Jack, I see you putting on your shoe. Well done for putting on your shoe." The child then says, "On shoe?" The result here is that the child feels part of the conversation. He hears a model of the words that he needs to say, and he can repeat part of what he has just heard. There's lots of language learning there. For older preschool and junior infant age children, encourage them to talk about items and how you would describe them. Are they big? Are they small? Are they round or flat? Smooth or rough? Heavy or light? What are they used for? What group do they belong to? And what else does it go with? What parts does it have? The more information a child has about a word, the more likely they are to remember it and be able to recall it. Play category games, naming games, describing games, opposites games. A vocabulary tree is a useful tool for school-age children to help vocabulary development. Let's watch some examples of quick and effective vocabulary activities.
Vocabulary ideas and activities. We use the meanings of words to organise them in our memory and then enable us to get them back out again when we need them. Children who experience difficulty learning new vocabulary tend to need extra time and support to build up their organisation system for words. Games in which children are encouraged to think about the different meanings and key ideas behind words are a great way to develop this area. Categorisation games. Ask the child to sort words into simple categories. For example, animals, food, clothes. As the child's skills improve, then encourage them to think about more refined groupings, such as fruit, vegetables and drinks. Recalling words within categories. Once a child has developed their skills at sorting words into categories, ask them to list words for particular categories. For example, name 5 clothing items. If the child finds this hard, provide the child with some examples. Guess the word. In this game, you have a set of pictures or words and the child has to try and guess which one you are describing. For example, it is a fruit, it is green, it is round, it has skin and a core. The child can guess at any time. If they are correct, you can move on to the next picture. If they are wrong, remind them of what you have already said and give them more information. This game helps children to build up their store of meanings and practice finding words from their organisation system. Odd one out. Present 4 objects, pictures or words. Ask the child to tell you which is the odd one out. Ask them to explain their choice. Similarities and differences. Put 2 pictures down and ask the child to tell you something that is the same about them and then something that is different. For example, bicycle and car. Both have wheels, but a car has an engine and a bike does not. Words with the same or similar meanings. So synonyms. Give the child a word and see how many words they can think of which have the same or very similar meaning. For example, small, little, tiny. Talk about the different words and how you might use them. Ali, I want you to look at these pictures. So we have an elephant, a zebra, a monkey and a giraffe. Okay, that's one pile. And over here we have a sheep, a pig, a cow and a horse. What group do all these animals belong to?
The zoo.
The zoo. So they're all zoo animals. And what about these animals? What group do they belong to?
Farm.
Well done. So they're all farm animals. 1. Ali, can you tell me 3 fruits?
Apple, orange, banana.
Apple, orange, banana. Well done, they're all fruits. Okay, I'm going to list out 3 items and I want you to tell me what group they belong to. Jumper, shirt, dress. They are all
Clothes.
clothes. Well done, they are all clothes. I'm going to list 3 items and I want you to tell me what group they belong to. Are you ready? Now listen carefully. Carrots, broccoli, peas. What group do they belong to?
Vegetables.
Well done, you're right, they are all vegetables. Can you think of one more vegetable?
Broccoli.
So we had broccoli already. Can you think of another one? So we had carrots, broccoli, peas. Can you think of one more vegetable? This one is yellow and it comes on a cob.
Cob on a corn.
Corn on the cob. Well done. Well done. Now, what do we have a picture of in here?
A cat.
Well done. So, what group does a cat belong to?
A house.
A house. Okay, so a cat can live in a house. But what group of animals does it belong to? Another animal that might be in that group would be a dog and maybe a hamster. They are all pets. Well done. Where would you find it? Where would you find a cat?
In a pet shop.
In a pet shop, or where else might you find one?
In a field.
A field, and you said it earlier, you would find them in somebody's garden
Or a house.
or a house. Well done. Now look carefully at the picture. What parts does it have?
Tail, whiskers, ears, paws.
And what does it have on its body to keep it nice and warm?
Fluff.
Fluff or fur. So it has, you said, a tail, whiskers, paws, ears and fur. Now, cat. What is the first sound in that word?
K.
What's the last sound?
T.
Can you think of a word that rhymes with cat?
Mat.
Well done. Now, how many syllables does it have? How many beats or claps are in that word? Cat.
3.
That's how many letters are in the word, well done, or sounds. But how many beats are in the word? How many claps does it get? Let's try it together. Cat. So it has 1 syllable. So can you do that for me?
Cat.
Cat. Well done.